Hello everyone, this is Ravi Shankar V from C Corner. In this video, we are going to see how to communicate with Google Firebase real-time database using Raspberry Pi and Node-RED. Okay, let's get into the video. Enter the IP address which is configured in a Raspberry Pi and click Open. In the putty, log in into the Raspberry Pi using the required username and password. After the login is success, copy the URL which is given below the video description and paste it into the putty and click yes, that means Y, and wait few seconds until the node is get to be updated. After the node is updated, minimize the terminal and open the VNC viewer. After the VNC viewer is opened, click on the IP address which is configured in the Raspberry Pi and go to Start Programming Node-RED. Now the Node-RED console is opened here. After the console is opened, there is an IP address which is configured in the Raspberry Pi. It is in the topmost right corner. Just click and copy the IP address and minimize the console. Then open a Chrome browser and paste the copied IP address. Click on enter. Then it will open a web page. Then go to new tab and enter a Firebase. Then enter into the Firebase site. Then log in into the Firebase using the required credentials and click on get started. In that, click add new project. In that project name text box, enter a project name and scroll down. Then click the checkbox, then create project. Wait few seconds, your project will be created. After the project is created, search for the authentication icon. In this, there is a tab called sign in method. In the sign in method tab, there is the option called email or password. In that option, check all the enable buttons and click to save. Next, verify it is enabled or not. If it is enabled, next go to the database option. In the database option, wait few seconds, it will get be loaded. After the page is loaded, scroll down the page and search for the option called choose real-time database. In this, there is a button called create database. Click on the create database button. There will be a new tab get opened. In the tab, choose the start in locked mode option and click enable. After it is enabled, there is a page opened with 4 tabs called data, rules, backups and usage. Click on the rule tab. There will be a 3-line code, rules, read and write. In the 3-line code, you have to change the false statements to true. Go to the data tab. There is a link given below. On that link, click on delete data and click delete. After that is deleted, there is a null option. In that, click on add new. After the add new is click, enter your name and the value. I am entering the value hello. Then click on add button. After the data is added, just copy the link into the clipboard. After that, go to the previous tab. In the tab, click on menu option, manage palette. In that, go to install tab and type Firebase. In the required modules, select Node-RED contribute Firebase and Node-RED contribute Firebase real-time database. Install these two modules while entering the install button and wait for a few seconds. Click the install button separately. For both installation, you can get the progress report on the node screen. If the installation is done, you can get notification on the browser screen in topmost corner. After the notification is arrived, you can minimize the browser screen and go to the Node-RED console. Here you can see the updation. If the installation is done, close the tab and go to the previous tab. In the previous tab, you can just drag and drop the timestamp node and Firebase modify node. Then click on the Firebase modify node and check whether the given link is correct. If it is correct, click on done and go to child path. In the child path, enter the name of the child path and click done. Then click on the timestamp node. In the payload menu, enter the payload name. I'm entering C# corner here and click on done. Then connect these two nodes by drag and drop and deploy the output. If the output is deployed successfully, the data is successfully transferred. Now test with another payload name. I'm entering hello now. Just click on done and deploy. Deployed successfully. You can see the impact on the screen. Next go to the method and click on push and done. Then click deploy. Successfully deployed. You can see the result here. Then click on the given link and change the child path. Then click deploy. It is successfully deployed and you can also see the second impact here. Next change the payload name as C# owner and done. Now check the status and click deploy. Successfully deploy. You can see all the data is successfully transferred and it is implemented. Then scroll up and search for the Firebase modify on value node and drag and drop the on value node into flow 1 and drag the message to floor 1 and click on the child path. Enter data 2 or whatever else and click on done. Then connect the node to the payload. After it is connected, click on deploy button. You can see the error, the node is not deployed. Then go to the Firebase tab and click on the data of second node and click delete. Delete all the data in the second node and return to the node tab and check the impact. If nothing is done, then return to the Firebase tab and go to the root node and enter a new name and value and then click on add. After the data 2 is added, return to the Node-RED tab and check the impact. If it is not done, click on the message payload. If you encounter an error, then click on the deploy button on the top right corner. Then successfully deployed. You can see the real impact. The number 1 is transferred to the second node. For testing, I am changing the value 1 to 2. It is also make an impact. For testing, I am changing the hello world to hi world and just click on enter. In the Node-RED tab, I am just going to click the deploy button. When I deployed, you can change and see the impact. For another test, I am changing the hi world to C# and just click on enter. Suddenly you can see the impact on the second screen. By this way, the real-time database is implemented in Raspberry Pi. If any queries, you can contact me via mail ID given in the description. Don't forget to subscribe and thank you for watching.